So, if you didn't know, I used to make commentary videos back in 2021, 2022, and to be honest, they didn't uphold to the quality that I was hoping that they did. When I made them, I kind of just didn't know how to make commentary videos, and I tried to make it more like old school commentary, just me in front of a camera, but it didn't I was a little bit too awkward. It didn't really work very well. But the only reason I bring this up is just to, so then that I have experience in this field and everything. But today I just wanted to, talk about some of the funniest things that have happened on the internet that I could have made videos about when they happened if I had still been making videos like commentary style at that time. But I just didn't. And some of these are really recent, some of these are less recent, some of these are just random. So let's get right into it and talk about the first thing that I have written down on my little Google Doc here, which is EDP. That was one of the funniest pedophile things that's happened, in my opinion. That sounds fucked up to say, but just the fact that he fucked up so bad and did things so bad to the point that his name is now a coined term to describe or call out a pedophile is completely insane. He has completely redefined the meaning of the word pedophile just by being a pedophile, which is pretty fucking wild. And it's just like, what creates this shit? How does this happen even? How do you fuck up so bad? I don't know a whole lot about the EDP situation, just so we're totally clear on that. I'm not well versed. I haven't watched every single video on the planet about him, but I do know that he's a pedophile and that his name is now basically the word for pedophile. So that's just fucking funny. And going straight from that into the second one, which is Chris Tyson and Dr. Disrespect. Put these in the same one because I figured talking about pedophiles for too long, probably it's just not good for the mental, not good for the video. But also both hilarious situations. I think that the most shocking one was definitely Chris Tyson, because it was like, whenever I would see, I'm not necessarily surprised, because whenever I was a kid and I would watch Mr. Beast videos and I would see Chris, I would be like disturbed. Just something about him. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Literally, I've been raped. Holy shit, I got no idea what's going on with my microphone. I don't know why it's so loud. Hopefully I can fix that in post. But in the Audacity thing, that laugh was ear-shattering. Dr. Disrespect, too, I'm not necessarily surprised. He's another person that I would look at and be like, there's something about him. Just something about him that screams, I'm not a good guy. Whether that be because you're a pedophile or a rapist or just a big meanie, it doesn't matter. If you're an asshole, you're kind of just an asshole. And sometimes it's easy to tell. All right, third thing I got written down here is brain rot. Now, here's the thing with brain rot. We've had brain rot. Brain rot has existed in its different forms for a long time. And I think that the only reason why people freak out so much about it now is because it's just got so much more leverage. There's so many more people on the internet and so many more people of different age demographics on the internet. And obviously, kids are way more impressionable. This shit is gonna be way easier to get kids hooked onto and getting fucked up on. So I think that that's the reason why it's so much more like, oh shit, oh no, nowadays. But the fourth thing, also going straight from that kind of making sense, is Skibbity Toilet, which, I mean, just saying that out loud just makes me want to just chug a bottle of sulfuric acid, but that's okay. The thing is that I don't necessarily, no, I do hate Skibbity Toilet. I hate it, but it feels like if the right context were there, it would just be an evolution of Gmod, like SMF videos from, or SFM videos from fucking, like, you know, way back when, which wasn't that long ago, but, you know, my childhood, which, you know, you want to relate to that, but whenever a kid online says, oh, that's the character from Skibidi Toilet, you want to wring its neck. There's, but also brain rot is a lot more than that. Like, for example, newer brain rot channels like Tom Sings and Max Design Pro. I don't know how new exactly they are, but I know that they're more recent. And I mean that shit just, man, I just don't even. Anytime I see anything like that, I just don't want to live. So I'll probably make a video on each of those guys eventually, if I have the time or feel like it. And the next thing I got is AI. I have written down AI videos, but I think I'm going to change that to AI media, because it's more than just videos. It's videos, it's photos, it's songs, even. There's the fucking, I don't remember what the website is, but there's a website that allows you to just put a prompt in, and it creates a song. It just creates a whole ass song, and you can make it any genre, anything that you want, about anything that you want. You can even, you're not supposed to, but you can tell it to base it off of certain artists. Sometimes there's like a little filter. It's like, hey, you put that band's name down. That's not cool. But if you just slightly change the name by like a letter or two, then it'll be like, oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it'll just completely bypass the filter. At least from when I last used that. But AI videos are a whole nother can of worms, dude. Because holy shit, some of them are way too realistic, and some of them are just like, my brain can't comprehend them. My brain will simply explode if I see that shit. Like, there's one that's like the fucking, I'll put it up on the screen right now. I know what I'm talking about, but you don't, but you will when you see it on the screen. But that video straight up fucked me up mentally. Like, I watched, when I first saw that video, I watched it on repeat, I think at least 10 or 11 times, and was just in shock. Just completely bamboozled and baffled at this, like, spectacle. I don't want to call it a spectacle, though, because it's not even fucking real. It's literally fake. It's literally fake. Like, it's, that's the craziest thing about AI media for me, personally, is just the fact that it's not real at all. Nobody created it. A computer program randomly generated it, essentially. Which is, I mean, like, how does that even come to be, honestly? Alright, now, time for the improv segment. I'm improvising now. Just came off the top of my head. So, when I made commentary originally, I made a video on LankyBox. Now, if you know about anything that I've talked about in the previous 8 minutes, you probably know what or who LankyBox is. They are a Roblox YouTube channel, and when I made a video about them, they were insane. They were genuinely insane. The video title is even, these two are insane. Now they have gone completely to rock bottom, off the deep end, into the fucking, like, it's just another reality of, like, fucking, I don't even know how to explain it, but I'll probably make a new video on LankyBox as well, but just thought I'd throw this in as a segment in this video, too, because it's kind of like a catch-up kind of video. Not ketchup like you put on your fries. I mean ketchup as in catching up to speed. I don't know why I felt the need to specify that. Gotta get that shit to 10 minutes, even though that's not the requirement anymore, and I'm not monetized. And this is kind of in relation to everything else as well, but just kids' channels in general. They've evolved in insane ways since the last time I made videos on kids' channels. I made a video called Kids' Channels Are Terrible, and it was, I don't remember what the channel was, but it was an animation channel, but I've seen way worse than that in the last 6 months, a year, since that video, which was uploaded, when was this? November 2nd, 2021. That was, I think, the third or fourth, commentary, like, real commentary video that I made. And, it was not that great. That was back when I had the shitty ass microphone that would make the popping sounds. And I had the little black bars on the side of the screen. I'll put an image up on the screen right now. But it was a dark time. It was a dark time indeed. Yeah, the channel was Vamani channel. Let me see what they're up to right now. Alright, so they've rebranded to Vamani English, and they are now fucking dead. They are dead in the water. They are gone. Their last upload was a year ago. So, honestly, I'm pretty fucking happy about that. But the fact that there's people like Tom Sings and LankyBox still scuttling around on the platform makes me, you know, not so hopeful that even matters. Because like I said, these guys, like, this shit wasn't even that bad, honestly. Like, it was bad, obviously, but it wasn't, like, total, like, fucking insane nonsense makes me want to drink a bottle of sulfuric acid, dip my balls into a meat grinder, you know, that kind of thing. So that's about all I have for you today. Like I said earlier, this is kind of just a catch-up video. And, you know, like I said earlier as well, the videos that I made originally, the old commentary videos that I made, they weren't the greatest quality. I'm proud of a couple of them, not necessarily proud. I'm happy that I made a couple of them, but they're not good by any means, and I kind of want to make up for that with better content. And so hopefully that's starting now, and like, subscribe, whatever the fuck. Have a good day, whatever the fuck. And see you in the next one, which will either be the LankyBox one or the Max Design Pro or whatever. Some kind of brain rot bullshit to, you know, get your neurons going, get your fucking testosterone pumping, get your dopamine receptors blowing up. So, yeah, see you then.